This is egregious. This is egregious what you're doing right now.
Is it shaped on its own category?
The other week when you said that fucking Marmite's better than Vegemite, you should have been strung up and shot.
Welcome to The Advisory, the first and last advice show on the internet, where this week, James, I need to ask you something. What comes into your head when I say the word Twisties salt?
Twisty salt, I think. Oh, I'm immediately torn because my gut reaction is the delicious, cheesy, yellow twisty packet. We know it, we love it.
Nom. Tasty,
and then
tasty.
I also see my mind then shifts from sunshine to nightmares filled with chicken twisties.
It's a dangerous area to be playing in.
Right.
Because as we all know, as longtime advisory fans will know, there is one type of twisty, and that is the original flavor.
Yeah.
And period, full stop, end of conversation.
Mm.
I actually don't think you can buy. That's the only ones you can buy, I think, actually, in the shop, in the stores now.
Legally.
They've realized their error.
Yeah.
Now, James, what if now Twisty salt is a sentence that I read. I was out for lunch yesterday.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, I was out. I was walking past. I went for a stroll in my neighborhood, as one is wont to do when they're on holiday. Okay, and I'm strolling in my neighborhood, and I walk past a burger place. So I'll have a beer and a burger. And I pick up the menu, and I'm reading through the menu, James. And what words do I see? What words do I see? My little baby innocent boy brain. I see the words Twisty salt on. Okay, well, it's green screen out the yellow, highlighting, which I didn't think about, which is very funny. So this is a loaded fries that says skin on fries, topped with bacon, cheese salt, house-made Fritzen sauce, and Twisties salt. And I did bring an image along with me, a bit of show and tell. This isn't my image. This is obviously their fancy promo one. But so what it is, James,
just no consideration for the fact that you're on a green screen. And this looks like
the
a
spring onions
slop fest.
Blood. On my screen, it looks great. Those are spring onions, the blood stuff. Can you even see the yellow? I don't think you can. I'm going to send you this picture. Hold on. This isn't going to work unless you could. I didn't even think about the fact that you wouldn't be able to see it. In my head, it made sense, James. Hold on. We're doing it live. This was supposed to be, but anyway, my point is, while we organize this behind the scenes, they've made it into a condiment, James. It's like a topping. Okay, the cheese fry is a top. It's like, and of course, what I did is I ordered it and I ate it, because you can't walk past that situation and not consume of the Twisty salt.
Okay.
And I order this. So I go up to the bar and I get a pitcher of beer and I'm chatting to the I've just sent it to you on Discord. I'm chatting to the woman. And I sort of say quite surreptitiously, and you know how I am. I'm subtle. I'm sneaky like that.
Oh,
so it wasn't a weird interaction. Get more subtle.
Yeah, for sure.
She was super normal about it and wasn't uncomfortable. And I walked up to her and I said, so this Twisties salt, how do you make that? She goes, oh. Why you ask?
Excuse me, wench of the tavern. Reveal to me your Twisty salt secrets.
Okay, that's how it's supposed to look.
Okay.
So I say, how do you make it? She goes, why do you want to know
and
that?
She said, I'm sorry, but we treat our Twisty skin on fries very much like the Colonel treats his fucking 11 secret herbs and spices. Get the fuck out of my face, is what she said to you.
She said, and I said, but you've already poured me a beer. And she said, that's fine, I'll drink it. And she made eye contact, sculled the entire pitcher of beer, and asked me to leave.
Hold on.
So it was not a very good story in the end.
Really ramp this up. This does not look appetizing. Now that I scale up the image, and I can really see in full 4K resolution the granular nature of this Twisty salt, I'm disturbed.
So here's the thing. When I asked her, how do you make it? Because I said, how do you make the Twisty salt? She said, salt. And I went, that's what it say on the menu. And she said, oh, well, it's not. Salt is maybe misleading. Oh. And so I'm like, at this point, I'm on tenterhooks. I've got beer in my hand and there's someone behind me waiting to order, but I need to know. So I'm like, well, what do you, I was like, what do you mean? She goes, well, actually, what we do is we get a shipment of Twisties every 2 weeks. And I'm like, and I'm literally, I'm like, yeah. Like I'm so attentive. I'm the most attentive audience she's ever had. I'm like, yes. And she goes, and then what we do is in the kitchen every 2 weeks, they take this big bag of Twisties. She said it's a giant bag of Twisties. And they will take handfuls of Twisties and put them in like a giant mortar and pestle and crush them.
Right. She has to tell you that so it sounds food safe. But there's actually a big guy out the back called Macca, and it comes in a giant, almost punching bag sized bag, and he goes to town on it. He really works out the Twisties.
Speed bag spring, and he just goes, he's just punching it. And I gotta be honest, James, it was fucking delicious.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about this.
I'm gonna have to take you there. We're gonna have to record a little video for the pod because we're gonna have to do a little excursion for the podcast. Because I gotta be honest, James, they were really fucking good, and I don't know what to do with that information. Like just mentally.
Yeah, it's actually really fucking weird that you brought that up because I've had sitting in a show notes section for a couple weeks now. Shapes did a similar thing where they around this time last year, but only
Shapes like the what would you call what they do? Not chips, but they're like
What do you mean? Sorry.
What are they?
Sorry. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Shape?
This is egregious. This is egregious what you're doing right now.
Is it shape not its own category?
The other week when you said that fucking Marmite's better than Vegemite, you should have been strung up and shot, okay?
Sorry.
And now you're making
not its own thing?
Dog, you are spitting in the face of every Australian, every honest, hardworking, classic, fair dinkum Aussie who loves shapes. If I say shapes, no one goes, oh, like squares and bloody triangles and stuff.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
You sick son of a bitch.
Like, that's not what I'm saying. You're mischaracterizing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a shape like what category would you put? Are they a potato chip? Are they like their own category? Are they like what? Like I just don't know where to put shapes in the universe of snacks.
They're chips, dude. They're chips.
Are they? Because if I had a shape as its own cat. I don't say if I'm bringing chips.
Sorry,
if I'm going to a party.
No way.
Sorry. No. If I'm going to someone's place, they say bring something, and I say I'm bringing chips, and I turn up with shapes. I would say I'm bringing some shapes. It's its own category, I feel.
Okay, you think shapes are its own category, right?
I think so.
So you think
it's a discrete line of
on
flavors.
The right there are biscuits, on the left there are chips, and in the middle there's shapes.
Why? You're putting words in my gullet. What I'm saying is, on one side there are biscuits and cookies.
I'm just trying to understand this mental labyrinth that you're taking me down. Okay,
I cannot be the only person that feels this way. I feel like you're trying to bloody lead me down the garden path, make me look a fool.
Podcast question of the week. Okay, it's gonna be up on the Spotify. What the fuck is a shape? It's gonna have multiple choice. We have
what's a shape?
What's a shape? Biscuit, chip, its own category.
Because I feel it's its own category. In the same way that if someone says I'm bringing, don't do that. I saw the face you just did. James is very unsold on this.
You've upset me. You've upset me, and quite frankly, you've revealed yourself. Okay, you've revealed yourself today, David.
Well, okay. What I've done, I think, is I've revealed a tasty snack option. Okay. which is some Twisties salt on.
And I was hoping to unify us. I was hoping to unify us here. And what you've done is you've fucking stabbed me in the back. You've gone, I'll just walk ahead of you towards the shapes, and as I reached up to pluck a box of pizza shapes off the shelf, the knife went into my back.
Yeah.
How dare you?
No, I'm less of a unifier and more of a giant wedge.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I sense that. Yeah.
Just digging in. James, we have a chock-a-block show this week.
Dog, what the fuck are you talking? You think that I, apropos of nothing, brought up shapes and just said, hey, you ever thought of shapes? On to the show. Let's do
We
it.
were talking about snacks. No, I don't know. Why did you bring up shapes? Okay, I'll be
You're
honest.
talking
I'm a little out
about
of sorts.
You're talking about Twisty dust being a seasoning, and I was saying that
Sorry,
I
you had an
also
anecdote.
found,
I apologize.
and I had this sitting in my notes for a really long time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You set me off into a white hot rage with your anti-shape sentiment. Anyway,
It's not anti. I'm pro shape. I just think we should recognize them for what they are. They're
you're
own thing.
anti-shape, you're anti-Subway,
not.
and you're anti-Vegemite. Okay,
Well, I am anti-Subway.
these are the
anti-Vegemite, but I'm not
three things
anti-shape.
you need to know about David. Now, shapes.
Fucking hell.
When you have shapes,
Yes.
and the little like dust that's left in the bottom of the bag,
yeah.
they said, what if the bag was all dust, no shape?
What?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like Doritos being like, whoa. We know you love our corn chippies. What about a bag of crumbs?
Yeah, we know you love that dust. You must that dust, and we get it. So much so that, even I must that dust.
He loves it. James, is there a portion of people we don't know? But for the audio listener, go watch the video. Is there a portion of people who they buy a bag of shapes, they put a bowl on the counter, and they get a sieve, and they empty the shapes, and then they just go, "That's the good stuff in this, in the bowl." Chuck the chippies in the bin, and just.
Or are they getting
get into that bowl, and
they're getting really manual with it. They want the dust, but they don't want the chip. So they just pull it and they suck every chip dry and then put the chip back in the bin.
That's for amateurs, James. What you want to do is you want to get the dust in a separate bowl. You want to crush it up. You want to use like a credit card and then maybe like a dollar, $5 bill, and you want to use that to get it in you.
This is, hold on, I can grab a quick little screenshot for you.
Why are you hugging a life-size bag of CCs, by the way?
Because if you find a life-size bag of CCs, you want to sort of assess it to be like, is this full of CCs? It was
you
not.
were checking what was on the. It was not.
Yeah.
Was it a man?
It was like a babushka doll type situation. Inside of it was a slightly smaller bag of Doritos, and then inside that bag was a slightly small. And then at the very end of a 200 packet, trail we went down, it was just one of those like little lunchbox size ones that has like 6
like
chips
a little
in
snack
it.
pack. Yeah, you get them in like a big big box. There's 12 of them, right?
So this right here is Shapes shakeable sachet.
Holy shit,
And
James.
they said after years of pleading from loyal fans, Arnott Shapes has today revealed that they are releasing their iconic barbecue shapes flavor as a shakeable sachet all on its own without the biscuit base.
This is what who
the hardcore Shapes fans. And I also want to know,
can I see it again?
Is it the hardcore Shapes fans, or is it a subset of Shapes fans and it's the hardcore barbecue Shapes fans?
Oh, okay. Here's a question, James. What's your favorite Shapes flavor? And why is it barbecue?
It's not barbecue. I gotta go classic. I gotta go pizza.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, for me, it's I would have leaned pizza when I was younger, but I'm now a chicken crimpies guy. Because let me tell you, when you're going to the Devil's Lettuce Town, a little chicken crimpy, oh my goodness me, that is the snack you want on hand. You're mad again. I've made you mad again. I can see it. This is not going to be a good episode. I'm not going to come off well in this episode.
The chicken crimpy? The chicken fucking crimpy is Arnott's? Is the Shapes Arnott's vertical for people who are aged 75 and older? The chicken crimpy is Shapes' answer for trying to sell their product to people who are 1 foot in the grave. How dare you? Oh my God. Chicken crimpy?
Look, James, I've been 57 since I was born. Okay. And the appeal of the chicken crimpy is it's simple and it's erudite. Okay. It's simple and it's erudite. It means business. It's not here to mess around. It knows what it's about.
Yeah, it knows what it's about because it's been around for 65 years. That's why it knows what it's about.
Yeah. Yeah.
The chicken crimpy? Yeah, dude, the chicken crimpy has a life insurance policy. The chicken crimpy has a will, dude. The chicken crimpy has brochures for the retirement home that it's about to move into.
Look, all I'm saying, first of all, you should have a plan. If you're elderly, you should have a plan. James is making it sound like it's a bad thing. You should have a plan. Second of all, when did we start hating old things? I thought we liked old things. Third of all, I just feel that, here's the thing. I feel like a lot of the other, especially recent years, they're very busy. Oh, this one, it's bacon and cheese. It's an Australia Day special. It's shaped like a... Listen, if I want reliable, salty goodness in a snack, I'm going for the crimps, and they're gonna be good every time.
This is the sentiment of someone who is 1,000 years old. You just back in my day a packet of fucking shapes.
Yeah, dog.
When I'm looking for what? You think what barbecue's too new fandangle for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what the kids are doing with a pizza shape.
Pizza's a fucking dish. It's not a flavor.
I'm going to quickly read the rest of this because we've spent too much time on giving Arnott shapes a free ride. But just know that this is another notch. Okay? This is a tally. I don't know how many you get to before... Chicken crimpy? Anyway. Fuck me. I'm going to try and get back into the headspace for this episode. But just know that it's going to be very tough for me. Now that I know... I'm not going to be able to look at you that much. Because when I do, I look at you and I see the chicken crimpy and I'm filled with rage.
Wow. Well, that's disappointing to hear. I thought you were more open-minded, but I guess not. When
it comes to the barbecue flavor in a shakeable sachet, it's what we've all secretly been hoping for. After all, most of us would have to admit to licking as much of the leftover flavor out of the packet as we possibly can once we've finished the box. For a limited time, you can only get the sachets online. The first 2,500 fans who visit arnotts.com and register their details will be posted a set of sachets to sprinkle or rub on whatever you want.
Oh, I don't like the word rub.
Just imagine a chicken drumstick baked with Shape's barbecue seasoning, or hot chips sprinkled with it. Maybe even a poke bowl topped with it. Whatever you can think of.
I like that they had to go for the water. They're like, a poke. They had to
like sneak it in there. Yeah, they're like, what else are kids eating? Like acai bowl? Too weird. Yeah.
Too edgy. Bowl? Yeah, people aren't gonna know.
That'd be good.
Poke bowl. Damn, bro. I'm gonna have to. We'll have to find a way to get access to one of these. Someone will still be selling them.
One of the 2,500 people absolutely has this locked away somewhere.
I will pay them several $100s for it for this podcast because I need to know what that looks like.
Quote, Shapes consumers are very passionate about the leftover flavoring in the bottom of the box, says Shapes brand manager Alice Johnson. We found that 62% say they find a way to use it. 62% of people who responded to their survey said that they find a way to use that dust. The leftover dust? They're like, I'm saving it. I'm adding it to the pile.
Wait, hold on. 62%?
Yeah.
So that's a lot of people. I mean, 10, 12. That's so just to be very clear about this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Wednesday evening. You Netflix on the TV, bottle of rosé, pop out some snacks, and you finish the bag. And your husband says, "Hey, could you get me? Hey, if you're up, could you get me another glass of rosé?" Yeah, of course, honey. And as you're up, he goes, "But hang on," and you grab the box of pizza shapes or whatever heathen flavor you've chosen. You grab that box and you got to put it in the bin. And he goes, whoa, honey, hold on. That bag, we're gonna use that for dinner tomorrow night. That's my dry rub for our steaks.
Okay, this is something that being a crimpy lunatic you wouldn't understand. But in every other box of shapes, right, there's leftover dust.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah, no. I mean, no one is immediate. No one's like, well, done with the chips. And then they're like, time to whip that fucking box into the bin. Everyone's eating the dust.
Are you doing these ones?
Everyone's eating the dust.
Doing
Yeah.
the licky thingy.
But what I'm thinking is that he finishes the box and he goes to like, drink down the dust. And she launches from across the other side of the room to crash tackle it out of his hands. And she's like, you don't eat this. We saved the dust. Until we have enough dust.
He's licked his fingers poised and she grabs the bag away.
Yeah.
This is for dinner. This is for the kids, Craig.
So the team thought it was time to give the flavor lovers what they want.
I don't like that.
We're just busy figuring out what we want to sprinkle it on. Sorry, we're just busy figuring out if we want to sprinkle it on a schnitzel or eat it like sherbet. Okay. Fine, sure.
Yeah, that's a normal sentence.
Consumers will add it to what they please, like popcorn or plain chips. To other chips. To other chips. Someone's eating a crinkle cut Samboy original, and they're like, fuck. You know what would make this whole chip better? If I wasn't eating a plain original crinkle cut Samboy, but I was in fact eating a shaped barbecue flavored chip. And someone says, don't worry about that, Kyle. I've got a little shakeable sachet.
Do you think if people, because I'm looking at the sachet, I also have, just when we end the segment, I have the breakdown of what people said they use it for. I got percentages of a survey from 500 people. I'm looking at the sachet, James. It just genuinely looks like like when you go to the grocer and it's like a sachet of like, I've got like a taco seasoning or like a fajita seasoning or something. So do you think that people are transferring this into some kind of like sealable storage container? Like they're putting it in, a shaker from like a glass shaker and sealing it off. And there's someone that's got 5 shakes left in their cabinet. They're saving it for a special day, The
world is a strange place. And I think that there's someone out there who is 100% filling up like an old, they bought the paprika in the glass jar. They've run out of paprika and they're like, but I'll keep the jar. And now they're filling it up with their barbecue pizza shaped dust.
Every time they finish that's actually kind of low-key genius.
People love the extra flavor at the bottom of the shapes box. Almost half the country admits to eating it. And we've heard the hundreds of passionate pleas to release something like the sachets. So we've finally made flavor you can shake happen. Shapes fans are some of the most passionate around, and we have no doubt they're going to be thrilled to try the sachets. We can't wait to see the recipes that are inspired by the new Shapes Flavor Shakers sachets. Barbecue shapes are Australia's favourite flavour, according to the survey, which is why we started with these beauties. Aussies can get their hands on the flavour sachets free of charge by visiting arnotts.com. You can't anymore. Sorry to burst your bubble. Sorry if you've just tuned in, Shapes fans.
Go on.
Yeah, this was May. So this time last year, 2022, the sachets are undoubtedly gone. So you're gonna have to make your own.
You can make. Good news is you can make your own if you buy enough boxes of shapes and empty them into a container.
And when I was looking for that, I found that Bega are doing a squeezy version of peanut butter that people are putting in their drinks, and we're not even going to get into that. I
feel bad in my insides.
It's called the shake and squeeze. Simply nuts, shake and squeeze.
James, very quickly, I have a breakdown of what Aussies said they would do if they had shapes dust. Okay,
What
shape
they do if
flavors.
they had it? Wow.
So, research commissioned by Arnott also revealed that if Aussies had a substantial amount of Arnott's shape flavor dust, they would use it for, drumroll please, hot chips, 42% of people.
Yep.
Coating for meat, chicken, or fish, 35%.
Hey guys, tonight we're going to be tucking into my pizza shape crusted Wagyu steak.
Guys, I'm doing salmon on the grill, and let me tell you, the dry rub, barbecue shape.
Yeah. It's lovely. So what I did a little carrot puree on the bottom, a little bed of baby asparagus, very nice. And then we just went ahead and it's a lovely piece of salmon encrusted.
Fresh from the market.
Oh.
Caught this morning.
Exactly. Got the
fish,
the guy down where I bought it from he deboned it for us. Great down there, Jeff.
Gave me an extra 50, got me the first ones of the day, got it fresh and early.
And it pairs so lovely when you encrust it with Arnott's barbecue shapes dust.
It's the fact they call it dust, not seasoning, that gets me. Roast vegetables, 33%.
Okay.
I can see that. That makes sense. Seasoned dip / hummus, 27%. Okay.
Oh, right. How like people will make their own like spring onion dip type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Flavoring for sauces / gravies, 22%. That makes the most sense in my eyes.
You think it makes sense to sauce it? Okay, interesting.
Well, if like in a reduction, it would add good flavor to dissolve, I think.
You think it does? What if it doesn't dissolve? And then you're like, oh, very crunchy sauce you have here.
A lot of solids. You know, I love a thick gravy, but this one,
gritty.
I had to bite it.
Yeah, gritty gravy.
Grit.
Yeah.
15% seasoned rice or pasta. Interesting.
Okay, rice. I guess that makes sense. Like, is it furikake the stuff that you can like sprinkle onto seasoned rice?
Yeah. But pasta?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Am I making a bolognese and shaking it on top?
Guys, you'll be happy to know the delicious meal prepared for you all tonight, and pairing it with a dry Riesling. It's a Robert Oatley, a 97 varietal. I think you guys will really like that. And obviously going with that is this delicious cacio e pepe that I've made. Again, just where I get my salmon from. We got one of those big cheese wheels, very expensive, and we make the cacio e pepe in that. And then right at the end, we like to just sprinkle in salt-based style an entire barbecue shaped sachet and really mix that in to add some grit.
2,500.
That's some grit.
Yeah. It creates texture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which arguably what the pepper is there for, but we get rid of the pepper and we sort of add in the
and James, this last one, it's 8%. I need you to try and guess what you think because the last one made me want to. I had bad feelings about it. What do you think is like 8% of people, 8% of Australians they surveyed?
I feel like 8% of people tried to drink this fucking shit. They're adding it to their beds.
Yeah, guys, welcome back to Health This Morning with me, Chad. This is your 6 a.m. Health This Morning program. What we're doing today is we're making a green shake. And what we're going to do is we're going to get your spinach. That's going to be great for you. It's got all your antioxidants. We're going to get you some banana. We're going to get a bit of water in there, maybe some kale, all the things that you love. We're going to put some chia seeds. That's big at the time. And then what we're going to do as well, just before we put it in the blender, is we're going to grab our packet of Arnott's barbecue shape sachet. We're going to empty that whole dang thing in there. And that salt is going to really make you thirsty for the rest of the day and really just get your electrolytes flowing. We're just going to blend that baby up right there. I mean, that's good. They said somehow a worse thing, which is 8% of people they surveyed would sprinkle it on ice cream.
Okay, yeah, I see that. I see some people doing that.
It's sort of like a salted caramel situation.
Yes, very similar. Very similar.
But instead of salted, the verb there is Arnott's barbecue flavored caramel.
Yeah. Oh, you've gone with the salted caramel. Interesting. I've gone with the barbecue caramel. I've gone with the barbecue ice cream, but yeah.
So the what?
Just
You
a
said
just because like I like a little bit of savory in my ice cream as well. So just a little barbecue dust ice cream.
okay. That's not one of the flavors. That's not one of the flavors they sell.
It is in my
Did you
house.
bring?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay? So you bought a
So
tub of ice cream.
each week, what we do is we get 9 boxes of the shapes, and we shake
Okay.
the shit out of them, and then we run all the chips through a sieve to get all the dust. Like, dump the chip, get that fucking
Oh,
bland
to get
piece
rid
of
of the
shit out of there.
chip.
Yeah,
To get rid of the chips. Yeah.
and then you just want to keep the dust, and then obviously sprinkle that there on your ice cream.
You sprinkle that on the ice cream.
Yeah.
And how often do you eat ice cream in a week? Would you say
Every day?
every day?
Yeah.
You would be burning through shapes, no doubt, because there's only a small amount of seasoning per.
Yeah,
per
I mean,
box.
some people like to spend their money on, they'll have a hobby. Some people like to roller skating, rollerblading.
They love golf, or
Yeah.
they'll buy a boat or
plants and stuff. They're getting like
People
a bit of a
love
green
gardening.
thumb and stuff. Gardening, yeah,
they could grow their own vegetables.
yeah. Some people are like records, things like that.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all good.
vinyl, yeah. And
mine's
but
mine's
you
barbecue dust. Barbecue dust. Yeah,
yeah.
makes a great
I have
gift.
to.
Makes a great gift.
I don't know that it does. I was wondering what was in the garage when we pulled in. I'm gonna go and
The
it's
crate,
not,
the crate of the shipping pallet of boxes. Yeah,
yeah, and all of the apparatus in the garage, the kind of workbench that you set up, the decanter, I guess, for the dust.
we had to get
does
a
take up
couple of those
substantial-
like muscle massages because they have the back and forth shaking, and we sort of clip that to the bag to really like shake the
Shake it.
the dust
You've
off of it, yeah.
really thought this through.
It's a whole thing. Again, we like to sort of, we package it, we give it to people as, birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, that kind of
Right.
thing. Big on that.
Now who's we? Because you do live alone after your divorce. So who?
Oh, the obviously the we call ourselves the Arnott's Army on the Discord channel, obviously. The Arnott's Army.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
the Barbecue Barbarians, obviously that's us. And
Right.
we
Are
sort
you
of
the moderator by chance?
not the moderator. I wish. I wish I was as cool as
don't we all?
I wish I was as cool as Sebastian, but no.
Sebastian. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but there's people, there'll be other things in there as well. People share pictures of their like dogs and cats and stuff like that. And occasionally we talk about, non Arnott's barbecue related things, but we predominantly keep to that. Home setups, that's a big one. People like to share that.
Right.
Yeah.
They're kind of decanting in the situation that they built. Were you inspired by this, or is sort of you were the first one to branch into building a dedicated workspace for it?
It was kind of one of those like a universal thought, how two different civilizations, on the other side, on either side of the planet around the same time, sort of invented the same sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah, so I sort of came up with a method. Someone else had a very similar method. Sebastian has sort of a jackhammer, which he's able to get more bags on the end of the jackhammer. It's a much better system. He can really pump volume. Seabass pumps volume.
Seabass is his handle.
Seabass, what's his nickname? Seabass pumps volume. Yeah.
Oh, now, and this is
we call him the dust.
We
call him the Dustmeister General because he just no one is putting out volume like Seabass. So,
and you're definitely sure you're on a Discord for Arnott shapes.
Yes.
Okay, because it does sound like it could be something else.
Okay. Well, I don't know how you would think that. But
well, you said pumps out and then Dustmeister Jam, and it's fine. Listen, man, I'm just happy for you. I do have to go. I have to check on. Well, I'm not gonna. I just have to. It's my phone's ringing. You can't hear it, but I just have to. I'm gonna go.
I can wait.
It was really great to see you, man.
I can wait.
I'll see you at the
you
Christmas
take your
party.
you take your call and I'll wait or whatever. But yeah.
No, I'll take it in the car. It was really good to see you. I'll see you at the Christmas party.
I don't mind waiting. Seabass is messaging me on Discord anyway, so.
Okay, well I'm just gonna get in
to him.
Car. And scene.
Hey,
wow.
Do you think, and this is just a question, I'm just gonna throw this out. Do you think 38 minutes into this podcast, about advice. Again, you see it up here. It's called the advisory.
It's called it, yeah.
Should we do an advice question?
Can I check my... Hang on.
You check.
Just...
Yeah. I'll chat to them.
I'm checking the briefing they gave us.
How are you guys doing? You doing pretty good?
James, it does say one of our deliverables, favorite episode of the advice, is to do advice.
Yeah.
I didn't put this in the contract, but it is. So we should we can give it a try.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if we should commit to it. We can give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, fuck. Damn. Sorry, I just remembered that you liked fucking chicken crimpies. That I'd forgotten it and it came back to me. God damn it.
I don't have a strong opinion about shapes. James, do you want to read this one? This first one from Lily on Reddit, or shall I break the bread of the advice?
Break them bricks, wet nips. Read it up.
I can't say that while I'm drinking water. It's really rude. James, I have this is going to be confusing. I have this one friend, Jamie, who's not you, because your name is James. Different name, right? It's not you?
How many things are you trying to add to... How many arrows in the rage quiver are we trying to add this episode?
I'm just checking that it's not you.
Yeah, no.
A simple yes would have been fine.
Okay. Can confirm that some other cunt named Jamie is not me, James. Can confirm that.
Thank you.
Happy to confirm it.
Yeah. Could have done without the attitude, though.
Okay.
So
I'll remember that for
Let
next
me
time.
read the rest of the question.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, good. James, I have this one friend, Jamie, different guy, who sends my text to our mutual friend, Justin, also different guy. I asked Justin if we should do something to Jamie since she keeps sending my messages to him and has no respect for personal privacy. It's important to note that Jamie is obsessed with the idea of being in a relationship. I don't know that relates to this at all, but that's fine. Well, it kind of does for the payoff, but like...
Sorry to burst your bubble on this one. We've absolutely done this question before.
Have we?
Yeah.
I don't... Fuck.
We've super done this one, yeah.
This is why we have a yes/no column in our question database that I clearly didn't tick last time. James, that's fine. Wait, have we really done this?
We've 1,000% done this question before.
I really hope I didn't do that Jamie joke last time, because that'll really reveal the pattern for me, I think.
I think you did. I
probably did, because anytime it's similar to your name, I think that's a funny one to do. Well, that's fine. We're already burning out of time, so we could just do the feature question, maybe.
We could absolutely do that. Well, I was just gonna say that if you wanted to pull out another question, I could ask you why single people are so desperate that they're putting dogs in their dating profiles, which apparently was... I didn't title it that, by the way. I'm not out here tarring and feathering single people with this brush. The New York Post was like, hey, single desperate losers. Fucking desperate for a date, you single desperate loser. Put a dog in your dating profile, you fucking single desperate loser. That was the New York Post. I am one of those.
Let me see how quickly I can find a dog. Hold on. Immediately, first person I opened.
Perfect. All right. See? It's the new method.
It does make her seem more relatable though. I shall swipe right.
It says research has shown that having a photo posing with a pet in your dating profile makes you more desirable.
It's working. Yeah.
Singles who include photos of themselves posting with a pup on their dating profile were more likely to find a match, according to a recent poll of 1,000 British adults commissioned by Guide Dogs, a non-profit organization that provides guide dog services. This feels...
Well, then.
Big Dog. This is bought by Big Dog.
If Big Tobacco did some research, they said, people smoking a cigarette in their dating profile, more likely we got to swipe. Guys, I feel there might be a bias here, okay? I feel that y'all are trying to push the dog agenda onto the rest of us, and I won't have it.
And they've found a cool, relatable way to sneak their dog-related content in. Oh.
James, go woof, go broke. That's what I say. Doesn't rhyme, but it
Yeah. I feel like it needs the rhyme. It needs the rhyme, you know?
Right.
Otherwise, it's like...
Go canine. No, it's too many syllables. Oh, go poor. No, hang on. Go poor. You'll be poor. But the first one's POW and the second one's P.
No.
Oh,
maybe go bark, go dark. Because like you got to turn the lights off because you went out of business.
Something.
Maybe.
Go.
Let's take our time. Let's workshop this 43 minutes into our advice podcast. Let's workshop this.
Yeah. We haven't wasted the entirety of this episode talking about twisties and shapes.
Definitely not.
Go, because dogs are tricky because I don't know anything about them. What do you do with a dog, James? You walk them?
You walk them, you play with them, you play fetch. Okay. You put them in your dating profile to significantly increase the likelihood that you'll be able to get a date.
Allegedly.
No, proven. Big dog proved it.
Yeah, by people with skin in the game. Okay.
Yeah.
So, go. Can you ask an AI to do one for us, please? Because I can't think of one. He's doing it. Go walk. Go fork. That fork isn't bad.
What about pup? Is there something in pup? Go pup. Go pup. Go nup. Like,
go pup. Go stuff yourself.
What are you doing? Sorry, let me. The brief says that there needs to be a rhyme in it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going a little
I'm
bit
doing
off.
A slant rhyme. I like Eminem. Orange. Door hinge. I'm slant rhyming.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. There could be something
you're too confined in your way of thinking.
Yeah.
Except nothing rhymes with orange.
But his still sort of rhymed. Yours didn't at all. So you see how that's still slightly different. Canine? Go canine, go... David, I know that we've been doing this podcast about nothing for 45 minutes. I know that, okay? I've been there for every one of those 45 minutes. But we cannot move on until we find this rhyme.
I don't know what it is my issue. I feel like where we're struggling is that dog rhymes with fuck all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the words involved with dogs do not rhyme well with other stuff is my issue that I am facing.
Or they do rhyme, but it doesn't convey like a holistic enough message. You know what I mean? Like go dog, go bog, meaning like it's shit, but that's not good because it doesn't really convey the whole thing.
The fullness of it. I'm with you. I'm having a moment. I'm having a thought. Okay. Because we're saying dog and trying to rhyme dog. What if we Eminem it? Dog. You know, what if we change the sound?
Okay. Yeah.
Go dog, go something. I really felt like as I was saying it aloud, my brain would think of something before I said the word something, and it didn't. It didn't. I said go dog, and I was like, brain, now's your chance. And you know what it did? Nothing. It gave me nothing, is what happens. Go dog, go home. No, that doesn't rhyme. That's tough.
Go bone, go home? That's
not bad.
But that's not really.
It's a little vague.
Yeah, too vague.
Exactly. That could be about doing a big sex, not necessarily dogs.
Okay. I was thinking maybe it was like a bone health thing, like a milk ad promoting like calcium. Like you have a really calcium rich milk and you're like go bone or go bone, go home, something like that.
Yeah.
But you went straight to fucking again. Little pervy mind you got there. Little pervy mind.
It's purely random. I was thinking about boning already. So.
Oh, can't have that. Can't have that. This is a workplace. This is a workplace.
Can we move on? Can we do the feature question, please?
I want to.
Fuck. Oh, okay. I'm shaking it out.
People are going to be listening to this and they're going to be like, these fucking dipshits are going to move on before they come up with a great rhyme for this. And I'm not going to stand for it, is what they're saying.
Okay, walking around didn't help me at all, but it felt good. Got the blood flowing. Go bark. You're on a bloody lark. I'm not proud. Listen,
maybe this will help. Maybe this will help. Let's recenter ourselves. Okay. Now, we were saying go woke, go broke before.
Yeah.
What were we? Because I've completely forgotten. Okay. I've gotten too down in the weeds on the dog references.
Yeah.
What was the rhyme for?
The rhyme was because Big Dog is trying to push their agenda, and we're trying to develop a slogan to push back. Right. In the same way that the gays and the libs are trying to take over, the SJW warriors are trying to take over. You know, Big Dog coming for your liberties, okay? And we need a quick slang rhyme to help armor people and push back and give them something that is kind of earworm and doesn't make you think about what it means for too long, because under modern scrutiny it doesn't hold up. That's what we need. We need a culture war slogan against Big Dog. That's what we need.
Okay, is there a way for us to position this to be something like go dog, go analog, and we're digital? You know, we're moving into the future and they're going back in the fucking past. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's going to rely a lot on like the visuals that surround that slogan, though, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't want to be negative because it is brainstorming, but like it does kind of feel that people need to hear it and know it. I feel like if there's visuals involved, we might have lost the audience.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to be negative. I just feel like I have to be honest. Okay. I have to be honest.
What about, does it have to be short and snappy like that? Can it be something like, go Big Dog, you're just a cog. Like a cog in a machine, you know, like.
Okay.
If you get swept up in the Big Dog mentality, you're just another cog in the machine, mate. You're not even thinking for yourself, you know? Go dog, go cog, that type. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the fact that you had to explain it could be an issue. Because the underlying sentiment's good, but the fact that you had to explain it could be what about go dog, you're a frog? Frogs are bad, I guess. I'm not sure.
The survey revealed that 2/3 of people admitted that they're more likely to match with someone if their dating profile includes a picture of a dog. So not even just pets. You've got to be dog. Digging into their responses, 6 out of 10 people said they believe owning a dog is a good sign that a person is ready to settle down in a committed relationship.
Oh, because you can care for a living thing.
See this dog that's not dead that I look after? I can care for things.
Well, it doesn't even have to be your dog, just a dog I'm holding.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but how does that work? Because me and you, right, I'm just walking, you know, you're out for a stroll one day. You go to the pub a lot or whatever. You're sitting at the pub. You see someone walking past with a dog.
Don't say it like that. I sometimes go to the pub.
You occasionally frequent the pub, you know.
I'm there at least once a week. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
and you're sitting at the pub that you're a regular at and everyone knows your name and your order because you go there so often. And someone walks past and they've got a dog and you go, oh, quick, can I get a picture with that dog? And then you take the picture, you put it on your dating profile, you chat with someone, you go out a couple times, you know, whatever. They come back to your place eventually at one point. And then they go, well, where's your dog? And you can't go, it's dead. Because now they go, oh, you can't care for shit.
No, I go, oh no, he escaped. Quick, let's go to the bedroom.
He escaped.
Maybe he's there.
He escaped. You live in an apartment building with like an elevator, several doors. You're on. You're several levels up.
He probably went down the fire escape. He's a tricky guy. Now, where were we?
I'm actually going to be up early tomorrow, so I think I'm just going to go. But hey, dinner was so nice. You know, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for paying. But yeah, I've just got it. You know, it's a long drive. I've just got to be up early.
I
so,
get it. Listen, I understand. You do that. I'm gonna do sex to myself. That's fine.
Why did you feel the need to share that with me because I was just about to walk out the door and then you called out. Yeah.
I panicked because you picked up on the fact that I don't own a dog and then
you don't own a dog at all.
No,
you don't
I never
own a
owned
dog.
I was at the pub and there was a dog and then and I've been living the life for quite a number of years. I have dog walking friends who think that the dog has died and that's our relationship is based on that. My parents think I owned a dog that died. I'm not in a good place with the dog lie. It's kind of taken over my entire life, if I'm being completely transparent with you right now. So, and your silence is not making me overly comfortable with having shared that.
She slammed the door and she ran away.
Okay. And that's why I'm single.
You just came out, dog. You just came out and said that you don't own a dog. How did you think that was going to help?
I didn't put myself in this position. You gave me limited arrows in my quiver, in my social quiver.
I never made you take the picture with the dog that went past.
Yes, you did. You explicitly did that. You rewind the tape. You did that.
I said, what happens if you do that? Because you said it doesn't even have to be your dog. So I said, well, if I take a picture with someone else's dog, eventually it's going to end up in this situation. And your immediate go-to was, maybe the dog's in my bedroom. Let's do it. That's what you went with?
I assumed in this scenario that was my priority. I'm sorry if I was incorrect about that.
I fucked up priorities, dude. Weird priorities on that one, okay?
I don't own a dog, so it's not that fucked up if you think about it.
People also presume dog owners to be more social, active, and empathetic. Okay, interesting. The benefits of having a dog in the dating profile were allegedly so effective that half of those polled even said they would borrow a family or friend's dog for a photo shoot to bolster their dating profile. These fucking lunatics have not thought this through. Do you know what this is? If you are borrowing someone else's dog to take photos to boost the interactivity of your dating profile, you are not there to find a relationship with someone. You are just there to fuck. Because eventually, at some point, building this relationship with someone means you're going to have to reveal, I don't own the dog.
James, you know what it is? It's stolen valor.
Now, a very long time ago on this podcast, we came up with hiring a dog for a day. And we even purchased the website, which I think is actually a real business now. There's several of these. Borrow a dog, dog share, borrow my pooch, hire my dog, hiremydog.com.au. We used to own hire a dog for a day.com.au.
This is what has happened. Meet your local dog-loving neighbors with Dog Share. Easily ask for a hand with walking, socializing, and minding your dog by getting to know your local community.
You guys aren't thinking this through. You're not thinking this through. Well. You cannot go hire a dog or borrow someone's dog to get in with a group of people who own dogs so that you have a mutual thing to like connect each other. Eventually, at some point, you're going to have to reveal, what if the dog that you hire is busy? He's already lent out on the day that you need him. You're meeting everyone. Booked. Yeah, he's already booked. And you're going to the dog part at 11, and they're like, yo, David, where the fuck's your dog? He was booked out. I mean, he's tired. He's tired out. He's stuck it out.
He had another appointment.
He's at home. Oh, little guy, taking him out.
Even though it's a block away, we can't go home. I'd really love to see your bedroom. Yeah, we can't.
Let's get him a treat and we'll take it home for him. Oh, no. That's okay.
Let's just go let's go sit in the park like he'd want us to.
Let's just go have sex.
Let's just go fuck in the park. I don't know. It's
This is strange. This is like this is like pretending to be religious just to get in with people to form a sense of community at a church. Like
people, yeah.
Which now that I've said that out loud, people probably do that, don't they?
Definitely do that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, dating profiles are a weird thing. Oh my god, I just opened my phone again, and the first profile that comes up says green flags I look for: a great relationship with your dog, and then it's a picture of her with 2 dogs. I mean, she's cute, but it's a picture of her with 2 full ass dogs, 2 dogs. This is prolific. This is like a yeah. This is
Can we as an experiment?
Yeah.
Can we, for 2 weeks, we monitor, you put in an Excel spreadsheet the number of people that, you know, accept your swipes back or however the fuck it works. And then we'll title it David Does a Dogfish. And we're going to dogfish people. We're going to hire a dog. We're going to redo your profile pictures of you with the dog. And then it's just a social experiment. Don't use this power. You're not allowed to leverage this power into meeting women, okay? This is a social experiment.
David, to me or to the listener?
And everyone listening. David Does a Dogfish. Should we do it? Is that...
Let us know in the comments. I feel one of the issues that we face with this kind of concept is your complete lack of understanding of dating platforms. I don't think that the numbers would be different. They would still be the grim reality is just crashed around me that, like, if it goes from 0 in a week to like 70 in a week,
it's not you, it's the dog.
It's the dog.
Or the dog is just saying something about you that your profile's not communicating.
That I have a dog.
Potentially.
That I maybe have a dog. I get maybe. Yeah, okay, that's interesting.
Quote, it's interesting to see this. It's interesting to see that the same traits Brits associate with their favorite 4-legged friends, such as empathy, patience, and trustworthiness, are also those they consider attractive qualities for their relationships. Owning a dog can provide a great sense of emotional well-being thanks to the... that's where so towards the end of the article, this is where they're starting to sell me on purchasing a dog, probably through Big Dog, who bought this article.
Who purchased and paid for it, yeah.
So we're gonna skip the bit where they try to fucking sell us a dog. And then we'll jump down to the study polled 1,000 Americans who own cats and 1,000 who don't, and found that feline parents were slightly more than likely to be involved in a relationship than non-cat owners.
Interesting.
In fact, 4 in 10 have even gone home with a potential date specifically to meet that person's pet. Okay. But it doesn't really matter whether you're a dog person or a cat person, as long as you're a pet person. The research found that 72% of people consider owning a pet to be attractive, regardless of their own relationship or pet ownership status.
That's interesting because I am not an animal person. I don't like people that own animals. I think it's like an extra layer of complication. And I've liked one animal in my entire life, and that was my cat Crookshanks. And I'm done. I'm good. I had that one relationship, and I'm good.
Hey, and it's
even
better.
The cat wasn't he?
It's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all.
That's right. And he was a cute cat. You liked him.
He was cool. He was a cool cat.
He was a cool cat. Yeah.
Yeah. He had real like library vibes to him. You know what I mean? Like
he did.
if someone owned like some old, you know, multi-level Victorian era library, I feel like he'd be in there. Just
I raised him
pottering
that way.
about, doing his thing.
He was the cat version of me. He's just pottering about, reading books, doing his thing, you know.
Yeah, these like 2023 cats are all like lying on couches, stepping on remotes, you know, watching Ellen DeGeneres at lunchtime, that type of bullshit. But Crookshanks, he had a thirst for knowledge.
He was always paging over Shakespeare and...
Yeah. And he smelt like old books.
Wait, didn't he smell like a cat, but...
And old books. I used to
And
rub
old
books on
books
him.
also. You That was you?
That
We
was
never
me.
figured
Yeah, I
out
did
that
it.
mystery. Yeah, okay. I turn around and that's what you were doing every time you
Well,
remember?
I'd just hold the book out, and then he would
And
sort
he'd
of
rub
like
himself on
rub
it. Yeah.
himself on the book, and I'd be
He
like, he
did love a
likes it. He likes it.
he did love a good scritch on like a sharp corner. So
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. James, should we do some advice?
We could
We
maybe
don't
do.
have
We
to.
could maybe do a quick one. I mean, like, we're an hour
I
in.
don't.
I feel good about. Can I be honest with you? I feel kind of good about what we've done here so far today.
If this were the episode, I don't think anyone could hold us liable. I think we did a show.
Oh, hold on. We'll just do. Hold on. Just a quick sort of. Where would I
There's some
find just a
one-liners in
quick
the
question?
database. Yeah, there should be some short ones at the bottom.
Oh, I don't have it open. Just pull up a quick one. Just pull up a real
What?
quick.
Don't tell
Just
me
do
what
it.
to
Just
do.
do a
I was
real.
telling you
Just do
what
a
to
real
do.
quick one.
Me?
Well,
or
normally
you?
there's
Am I
a
looking it
a
up?
link in the episode document. There's
Well,
no link there.
there's no link because we had the question in the document, which it turns out we already did because no one marked it as done on the document.
It's okay. You know, I don't judge you for it. Just
James,
do better next week.
James, this
you know,
listen, this is no one's fault. This is our staff backstage. They know they did the wrong thing. James, James, this comes from No One Run on Quora, the worst place on the internet.
Mhm.
What would constitute a perfect day for you?
Dog.
What would constitute a perfect day
This
for you?
is weird. I had this discussion with someone literally yesterday. Someone and I were talking about what constitutes a perfect day.
Mm-hmm.
And I said for me, it would be I'd wake up in the morning, I'd have a coffee on like a balcony, maybe with a nice view, you know,
Mm-hmm.
have a delicious breakfast, maybe a cigar with, you know, my coffee in the morning, be very nice.
Yes.
Maybe do a little bit of reading. And then in the middle of the day, you know, I'd probably go to like an art gallery or see like a live show, maybe like a theater show, something like that. I'd have barbecue for lunch. Has to be American barbecue.
Has to be.
And then in the evening, I would want to have a dinner party with all of my friends.
Nice.
That'd be my perfect day.
Am I invited to the dinner party?
Yeah, you'd be there.
Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah.
You answered too quickly. You could have thought of that's fine. Felt like you did that because it was polite, but that's fine.
Well, I said my friends would be there, so you know.
You saying that because we're like work friends?
No, I just meant like Ruby would be there, and I'm sure you know you'd be the +1 or something. So.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
She would probably invite me, and not her fiance, probably. So.
Oh yeah, so maybe you wouldn't be there. So. It's in Ruby's hands at this point. You know, it's not any of my business.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
it's not her fault.
Yeah.
I mean, my day's the same, but no dinner party at the end.
Sorry, no.
Because I'm still upset.
Just you run me through your whole. So someone said, David, what's your perfect day?
I wake up in the morning. I roll out of bed at like a leisurely hour. I make a nice coffee, or I have a really nice coffee either from my machine or someone makes it for me. I love fruit in the morning. I can't really eat a lot of breakfast foods. Like I can't do like a lot of dairy and like eggs and stuff. So I have some fresh fruit. I probably read for. I'm just describing what I've been doing this week. I probably like read for 2 hours or something like that. Go for a quick workout. And I mean quick, like maybe like 15, 20 minutes, like just on the spin bike, just get have a shower, do a few hours of writing. That brings me to lunch. Go out to like somewhere nice for lunch, probably similar, like American barbecue. I'm actually getting really into like Vietnamese for lunch.
Oh,
like Vietnamese salad or something is a really like refreshing lunch. Do that. Come back maybe like mid-arvo to evening, have some drinks on the balcony, maybe on the roof of my building, which I was doing tonight. Have a few drinks. And then dinner would be, something lavish. Like I want like a big Thai dinner or something like that. And all of my friends except James over for that because he didn't invite me to the thing he did.
Wow, spiteful. Very spiteful.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm a very spite-based person.
Yeah, My Perfect Day didn't have any sort of spiteful energy in it, but it's just interesting to see sort of like the difference there, you know?
Well, I'm deeply toxic. I'm poisoned from the taint to the tip. I'm poisoned.
Taint to tip.
Taint to tip. I'm a big bag of toxin.
Toxic poison. Pull me under? Is that the lyric? I don't know.
That is the lyric. Yeah, that's Britney Spears.
Yeah, she says, from taint to tip, poison pull me under. You know, it's my favorite part of the song.
Yeah, you've always said that, and I've respected that about you. Now, I don't often say this, James, but this might be one of the messiest episodes we've done in a long time.
Oh, a total slop fest, but I'm okay with it.
Just a real dog's breakfast, if you don't mind. If you don't mind if it's topical. It's a real dog's breakfast.
I knew that you got bought out by Big Dog the second that fucking story came up, and we found out, as soon as we found out that article was bought by Big Dog, I saw a little twinkle in your eye, like, hell yeah, it was. Hell yeah, it was. My boys at Big Dog is what you fucking did.
My recreational interest in dog and dog-related things has nothing to do with my job.
Oh, I didn't even make that connection. He's got the puppy play thing. God damn it.
Allegedly.
Oh, it's not alleged. I've seen all the accoutrement. Oh, my God.
That cupboard's not for your eyes. James, wow. We did it, I think. Well, we did something, is what we did.
Yeah, there was a finish line somewhere, and our corpses are lying halfway over it and halfway behind it.
If you ever asked yourself what would happen to the advisory if the boys really lost focus at every critical juncture and sort of structurally failed to observe their own program, that was tonight, and you're welcome. You can watch the VODs and see all of the fun, juicy visuals that are kind of critical to this episode at youtube.com/@BlackSwanSociety, or just search for us on YouTube, Black Swan Society. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram for all kinds of fun short videos, clips, and to keep up to date with what we're doing at BLK Swan Society, or just search for Black Swan Society on your platform of choice. You can follow us on Twitter as well to keep up with my increasingly unhinged novel. You can join the society, follow us on all of your socials. We appreciate the heck out of it. And once you're in, you can't leave, and we love that for you. Or if you thought to yourself, man, I'd love to be part of the conversation on the advisory, you can follow us on twitch.tv/Black Swan Society. Give us a follow. We're trying to get to 15 followers. Our next goal after that is 30 followers, after which we will dive into my Spotify surrealist nightmare. Twitch.tv/Black Swan Society. Help us get to 30 followers and come join the conversation 6 p.m. AEST Thursday nights live. You can find that calendar on our Twitch page, or you can follow us on socials to find out when we're going live. Otherwise, if you just want to send us an email and say, boys, here's an email. Maybe include more detail than that. You can email us blackswansociety.mail@gmail.com. That is blackswansociety.mail@gmail.com. And you can leave us a rating or a review on your podcast catcher of choice. And if you're on Spotify, you can respond to our episode poll, or it's probably going up on YouTube as well. We're still workshopping it. And we need to know, what are shapes? Number 1, are they biscuits? Number 2, are they chips? Or number 3, are they their own category? We would love to know. Or if you have a stronger opinion, if you need more words than a simple vote will do, email us blackswansociety.mail@gmail.com. We appreciate the heck out of it. And if you give us a 5-star review on Apple iTunes podcasts, I will read it out in the voice of your choice. Just give us a 5-star review and then just drop the name in. You could leave a review that says, man, that was a really fun episode. There's some really funny, handsome boys. Christopher Walken. You could leave it like that. And I would go, man, that's a really funny episode. Those boys are really handsome and funny. 5 stars, Apple Podcast. That's my favorite podcast I've ever seen. Wow, you should listen to it. I'm Christopher Walken. I'm Christopher and over here. And you can do that. Apple iTunes, 5 stars. We appreciate the heck out of it. James, any final words, or should we let the people go into the broad beyond abyss and live their lives?
I would absolutely like them to go out into their lives. I would just like to put a little, caveat, little disclaimer or something here.
Asterisk.
Obviously, we learnt on this episode the power of pets when it comes to your dating profile. Which, by the way, I just now am thinking about it.
You explicitly said no pet question. We were 20 minutes out from shooting, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm on the roof enjoying a scotch, and I get a text from James that says, "Keep this one for a bit." He says, "We should grab another feature question. Keep this one for a bit down the track when we put some distance between us and pet sitting questions." James, ladies and gentlemen,
a pet sitting. You had picked a pet sitting feature question for the podcast, and in the past 2 months, we have had 4 to 5 pet sitting questions. We've done it
on people's minds.
I know. Clearly,
Also,
we're talking about pets right now.
Also, not only did I pick a pet sitting question, I picked a question we've done before because someone in back of house didn't mark it as done. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Carly. That's you're the administrator. It's your document. Don't give me that look.
And Carly, I'd just like to say that obviously mistakes get made by people.
They're unacceptable. Mistakes are unacceptable.
No, mistakes happen, and we don't hold it against you.
I do.
We appreciate all the work that you're doing, and
I don't
stress about this one.
Stress about it.
No, I was just realizing that we're gonna have to change the title of the whole show because we never talked about a guy ghosting his platonic brother. You know what I mean? There was no love lost.
It was
here.
very Twisties shapes orient. It's really a chip based episode.
It's very chip and
snack heavy,
pet profile based. So we'll come up with something.
We'll think. Hey, we or AI will think of something.
Yeah. I was sort of just going to ask that you do a quick little outro in the style of like a vaudeville sort of villain character. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it could be like like thank you for listening to this like pet and shapes.
I didn't need your input.
Twisty style.
I don't need your input on this. I've actually got it.
Thank you so much for watching. That type of sort of vibe. You got it.
I've actually got on. I didn't need your help there. I don't know why you felt the need to involve yourself. I've actually got this under control.
You're welcome.
Well, then, we've reached the end of tonight's program. It's been all about pets and snacks. Thank you so much. And take care on your way home. Goodbye.
I've been James. That's been David.
Yes, I have.
We'll see you next week.
Goodbye. And don't let the pet bugs bite.
Okay. I do have to hit the recap button on that one just to keep that. All right. See you next time.
Fuck,
See you next week, guys.
Video.